Hey, brothers and sisters, I want to give y'all some encouragement today about encouraging the youth and those who are under you, or God's placed even beside you. Either way you look at it, you being a mentor and somebody to inspire and encourage and uplift and build. That's who you are to be to them that God's placed under you. You know, you got those under you, then you have your peers, and then you have your mentors or your teachers. You could say, the teacher and the student. Or even put in, that exact practical example. It's like you're in 5th grade, you have the teacher, then you have your classmates, and then you got 3rd graders, right, under you, a couple grades. Let's really encourage and uplift those that are behind you or below you, however you want to look at it. They need it. You just need to be the example and show them that they can do it. The youth and the younger generations really need a lot of encouragement, and there's nothing wrong with that because it is a dark world and things have been getting darker. God talks about in end times it'll be as if, because the earth, there's going to be a new earth. Birth is coming, right? A new heaven and earth. With that being said, when a woman is giving birth, in regards to Mother Earth, right? It's giving birth, the contractions are going to happen more often and frequent. And when those contractions come, it's birth pains. So those birth pains and those groans and hurts are going to come more often and more consistent and frequent. Therefore, we're going through that exact same thing in this world in the prepare for the new heaven and earth, right? So it's dark. And they're going through pain and they're going through hurt. But in that, you being like the faithful groom or husband or whatnot, encourage them. Tell them it's going to be all right. Because sometimes they're going through the pain and they want to freak out and they're anxious and they're nervous and they're scared and this and that. And that's not shocking. It hurts. They're going through all this pain and they're like, this is hard. But you who are not necessarily going through the pain need to sympathize or empathize, like get low with them, join them in their suffering and encourage them and let them know you're with them and you'll be with them and you'll fight for them and you'll stay with them and you see what they're going through and they can make it through, and build them up and uplift them. We really have to be so intentional to do that with the youth. Now, obviously there's certain ones, that maybe you are to encourage or maybe you're to not encourage, but even the ones that you're not to encourage, so be it. Shake the dust off your feet and keep going. But there are many that are ready for encouragement and are desiring it and are hoping for it. And the reality is they're too scared. There's nothing else. This isn't like a condemning spirit or a knocking of it. They're scared. They're scared to even ask for help. They really are. They're in a fearful spot to ask for help. They're tired of pretty much asking, even because they've always been let down or rejected or betrayed, and they figure, you know what, screw it, I'm going to do it on my own. That's what everything of the world is telling them. Do it on your own. You yourself, by yourself. And that's what the world says. God speaks the complete opposite of that. He talks about, being fruitful and multiplying, being together. Like literally, Adam was alone. It wasn't good for man to be alone. Created Eve. Furthermore, going into the man who isolates himself seeks his own desire. This is God's words. We're not here for our own desire. We're here for God's desire. And God desires for us to be united and not divided. With that being said, we're going to have to fight to do that. And fighting, the way I mean fight is mentally and spiritually. Equip yourself as being a teacher or a mentor. Equip yourself with words to express, verbalize, articulate, and then also demonstrate the things that you're teaching them. Don't be one of those people, do it because I said so, and then you do the exact opposite and are being a hypocrite. That leaves a bad taste in their mouth, and they've seen a lot of that, just so much of that. And they're discouraged because they're like, everybody that I've ran into that said that they were about it and they were about this life and this and that about good, and that they end up using me, abusing me, and hurting me. So now, screw everybody. It's very tempting at the age that we're talking about for the youth that we're talking about to give into that. Screw everybody. It's so tempting and it's very strong. And what it takes is for you to be stronger as a mentor, as a teacher, as a guide, to encourage them that I know it's scary, I know it hurts, I know you're afraid, but you have the courage and the power to do it because of God. And that's the key here, is properly teaching them where they're getting their power and courage from. Not telling them, oh, you can go do it, girl, because girl power and this and that, or you go do it, bro, because it's you versus the world. And you versus the world, you're getting obliterated, first of all, because it's you and you alone. The world is going to obliterate you. There's just no doubt about it. But with God, oh, that's where it's over. He conquered the world. So it's already over. So the key here is realizing that no, you are not doing it by yourself. No, you are not alone. And no, you are not greater than God, because you can't rebuke and rebuttal God's word. God said, I will never leave you nor forsake you. So you saying you're alone and doing it on your own is just wrong. In every aspect, it's wrong. So, but thank God you're wrong. Thank God I was wrong. Thank God, I'm wrong when I had thought that and think this, and or if I ever demonstrate that, because I'm not alone. And yeah, there's times tempting when you think that and want to believe that, but you get right back to the word, you get back on the path, you get back to his spirit telling you, I'm with you right now even. So be encouraged, uplift yourself, motivate yourself, encourage yourself with the word, with his spirit, and then go help others with it. Get in your zone and start dominating. Like, I'm talking about dominating, like crushing everything in your path. And then once you're so up and you're such a good swimmer, you're Michael Phelps in this thing in regards to you swimming out in the ocean, it ain't nothing but a G thing, that you're able to start helping people that are drowning. That's what you got to do. That's what it's about, because they're struggling. They need their floaties, and you don't bash them because they need their floaties. That's just where they're at right now. They're not built up enough. They need milk. Give them milk. Those that need meat, give them meat. And you keep on doing your thing, balling like, hey, I can hover here, I can float, I can tread this water right here at this spot for the next 5 hours straight, if that's what it takes for you to be encouraged. And that's the beauty about you getting strong, because you're able to really help others, rather than the contrast, regardless if your heart's in the right place, that you want to help others. If you're weak, just because you want to help them doesn't mean anything, to be honest. If you're weak because you didn't do what you needed to do in the proper season of time of peril, that you want to help this person that's drowning, but you yourself are drowning. So it doesn't matter that you want to help them, because you're drowning yourself and you're not even able to help yourself. And that feeling hurts. And a lot of you will go through that, and you have to experience that to know that you got to get stronger for yourself first. But then the beauty is when you have that heart posture, you got strong for yourself solely so you could help do what you were desiring all along, and that's to help people. So keep growing, keep fighting, encourage others, and encourage yourself first, though. And let God use you in mighty ways. Be encouraged, and God bless.